Good afternoon. My name is Andrew, and we are here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to give away a very special mobility device from Matia Robotics and to celebrate Stacey. Our agenda is threefold. We're going to watch a video about Matia Robotics and a user of their device. We're going to talk to Ryan Nelson, who is Matia Robotics' operations manager, who's been here for the last couple of days. And then we're going to bring Stacey up on stage and get her fitted for her new device and let us all celebrate the RMD Tek, the Tek's RMD device that Stacey will be having as a result of all of your efforts on behalf of Stacey. So thanks so much for coming, and why don't we get started with the video.
According to the National Spinal Cord Injury Statistical Center, 270,000 Americans live with a spinal cord injury. And now there's a new device that gives people in wheelchairs the ability to stand. 4 wheels, elastic straps, and a joystick.
I turn the unit on and then I turn the key fob on. So now I can actually operate it all by myself.
It's rolling out a new sense of freedom for Bill Winchester.
This handle raises it up. This handle shakes the shock. So I'll probably try to brake myself most if I can. As tight as I can for the most part. I'll squeeze this handle and stand up.
During a bike race last year, the fire department captain struck an illegally parked trailer, leaving him paralyzed from the chest down.
In the beginning stages, I lost a lot of self-confidence. So I'm trying to gain that back as much as possible.
New technology from the Tek RMD is part of that solution. It's a Segway-like device that allows people with spinal cord injuries to stand and move upright.
It's that self-confidence, that ability to be recognized as a adult standing, the mental element, looking eye to eye to somebody is a tremendous mental and moral accomplishment.
The avid athlete has been able to stand up in physical therapy, but this 200-pound mobility robot allows him to navigate through his house with greater ease than a traditional wheelchair.
So, I mean, before I can't even reach this. I can't even set the controls on the oven, but now I can. I can actually get into the oven, and the sink allows me, when I'm standing up, to do those simple things in life that you take for granted.
It's simple moments like this that mean so much more and allow a sense of pre-accident life to stand tall in the face of paralysis.
Somebody come pick up my chair. I'm going to take this home. We get on 101 North.
Damn, you're tall.
I know, right?
And you can go to wherever feels comfortable. So if you don't want to feel... Okay, and then if you want to feel nice and snug, you can snug this up a little bit on each side.
Holy mackerel. Girl, I'm standing up.
You can go even straighten your legs a little more if you want to. If that's comfortable, you can stay up there.
This is phenomenal. Wow. Look at you. That's so tall.
You can
Go for it, girl. Just take it for a ride.
Hello?
Hello, Stacey.
Yes, this is her.
Hi, this is Stephen Boll calling from Matia Robotics. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Not at all.
Okay, great. So I sent you an email. We had a technical question about your contest entry.
Yeah.
And that was actually a lie. I'm calling to tell you that you won.
Oh, you're kidding. That's
I'm not.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so great. That's amazing. I was when you had another question, I was very hopeful. I had not really. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're really thrilled. We read a lot about your story and all the good that you do.
Well, great. I'm excited. I'm really, really appreciative. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate that.
How about that? So now I want to bring out Ryan Nelson. Ryan Nelson is the operations director of Matia Electronics and has been working in the Tek RMD for a number of years now. So Ryan.
I'm the operations manager at Matia Robotics. Thanks for coming out today. Matia Robotics is a team of people who are working to improve the lives, quality of life, and independence of people with paraplegia and spinal cord injuries. The initial idea for the Tek RMD came when a childhood friend of the inventor was injured and needed to use a wheelchair. They saw how the world is designed to fit people who stand and didn't really have much consideration for people who can't. The Tek RMD is an amazing mobility device that allows people living with mobility challenges to have a much more convenient way of making their way in the world. It allows people to navigate many previously inaccessible or out-of-reach spaces with ease. Our engineers have spent years taking the initial idea for the Tek RMD from that rough concept, polishing and refining it to the sleek machine you're about to see. We opened our shop in Utah last year with the intent to build locally and get the Tek RMD out to help as many people as we can. We've shipped Tek RMDs all over the world, but many people still don't know that this device is available. And we kind of did this contest to help get the word out that this device exists and it can greatly improve the quality of people's life. Stacey's entry really stood out to us in two big ways. Her level of commitment to the community, and then the community's involvement in her contest entry. You all really came together and helped make this happen. So thank you. That Stacey was selected as the winner, so thanks.
Thanks, Ryan. So we're going to have a conversation, you and I, Ryan, just because we're waiting for Stacey to come back to stage. The elevator is not working, so we're going to do it this way. So Ryan, can you tell me a little bit about the inventor? Aside from the story of his motivation, but can you tell me a little bit about him and how he got his business started and where?
Yeah, so the inventor's name is a guy named Jad. I can't pronounce his last name because he's from Istanbul. It's difficult to pronounce. So he's done a lot of robotics work. He's got a degree in engineering, in robotics engineering. We have a team in Istanbul that's doing a lot of research and development for this and doing all the defining stuff.
Yeah. Thank you. And how long have you been with the company?
Yeah, so I've been with the company. I hired on January of last year when we were opening up the shop in Utah. So I got to come into the ground floor and help build the facility up. So it's been kind of a neat process.
And I noticed in the video you were obviously at a trade show of some kind. So tell me about how that works in your job role in connecting your device with people who need it.
Yeah, so the Tek RMD is an amazing thing, but if people don't know that it's out there, they're not going to try to get it, they're not going to get into it, they're not going to be able to experience how it can change their lives. So we're going to these trade shows and we're showing people that it's there and we're letting them try it out. So it's a pretty amazing thing seeing somebody roll into the show and, hey, I've seen your device on YouTube, I've seen it on Facebook. I heard about this from my friend who saw it on Facebook. And they actually get to try it out, they get to get into it for the first time, and you see them kind of unsure of themselves as they start to go from a seated position into a standing position. And then once they're standing, they kind of, it's like a minute just to realize, wow, this is natural, this is comfortable. I remember how this felt. And just to see the look on their faces is amazing. And then they'll turn and they'll look at the people they came in with, like their family or their friends, and they'll be able to see them face to face. And that's just amazing.
So tell me, what's your plan? What's Matia Electronics' plan for the future? I mean, how many trade shows are you going to go to? I heard maybe in our conversation about going to be in Chicago. So what else are your plans for the future?
More trade shows. We're going to be letting people know that it's out there. The more people know that it exists, the more people can try it out and use it and hopefully get one.
Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate it. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's bring Stacey out. So all of us, every single one of us in this room, has their own Stacey story. And one of the things that I remember about Stacey is the thing that we all know about her, that she's a warm, empathetic, hardworking, compassionate individual that is probably one of the best representations of the city of Albion that we have. I like to call her Albion's canary in the coal mine. Back 6 years ago, when Maureen Ditchell, the president of Albion College, made a refocus of the efforts of the college and its supporters and the development and its alumni to the downtown development, whether it be from Bill Dobbins or Bill Stauffer or any other alumni of the college who were supportive of this idea that without a developed downtown, the college doesn't do very well, and vice versa. And Stacey was the first new business owner, not affiliated with the college, to come and take a chance on Albion. And we have all fallen in love with her, and we've all seen what Sterling Books and Brew means to the downtown. And while we are very appreciative of the efforts of everyone to help make Albion the best place for families and folks to live in, I think the effort that Stacey and Jim have brought to this community has just been spectacular. So, Stacey, I know you have a few words you want to say, but before we get that, I'd like to introduce you and the audience to the Tek RMD.
You're going to have to help me. Oh, here it comes. I haven't got it out yet. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Troy.
A little slow with the remote control.
You gotta lift yourself up first, Stacey, to get this one first.
Highly likely I could end up on the floor.
No, not a chance.
Not today.
Tomorrow.
And you remember how this works? You squeeze the right handle to engage the gas springs, pull yourself up. Once you get part way, switch the handle onto the second. You go up to 90 and let it rest.
Okay. I practiced this yesterday, but I'm taller than most of you.
So here's speed controls and then a portion of those sticks, a little portion of the middle. Drop the belts too.
There we have it. Uh-oh, I just compressed my notes in my pocket. Well, you guys, thanks so much for being here. It's really been, it's been kind of crazy and it's been fun. This contest has been really fun. And first, I want to say thank you to the Matia Robotics guys, and you guys have been great. They came in a couple days ago, and they're fantastic and professional to work with, and just this contest has been a really very exciting. If there's an exciting part of a spinal cord injury, it's been really fun to be able to have this step. And what seems weird is when you're sitting down versus standing up, my life is really going to change. I mean, if it's anything, just my kitchen's going to be a little bit cleaner. I mean, no, Jim cleans it a lot too, but you know, it's just a different perspective in life. I mean, when you sit down and the things you can reach and the things you can reach when you stand up, it's just your whole world changes. Can I now hang up my own shirts? And it just, the gentleman in the video said something about your self-confidence. Yeah. But when you can't hang up your own shirt and you have to ask your husband to do everything for you or everybody around you, and you do feel, once again, like I've been transferred back to an 8-year-old. You know, I was standing in a crowd, and I did that next to Andy, kind of in fun, but when somebody else is, you know, 6'4" or however tall you are, I come up around his waist. Oh, hey. But we really do appreciate this. And the contest was just a really fun way to bring the community together. And especially virtually, people didn't have to be here, but they could vote online. And one day in September, we had 1,400 shares. And if you think about the number of people that probably reached in a very brief period of time, it was really quite, you felt loved. I mean, it sounds silly, but when you go out on Facebook on your birthday, and your third grade, you know, reading partner says happy birthday, it's just a nice feeling. And when you come out on Facebook and 19,000 people have voted for it, it's a little overwhelming that you feel really very, very cared for. And I have felt in a virtual way and in a really very real way cared for throughout this entire process. This is part of the journey, this winning, this Tek RMD. But our journey kind of started when we came into downtown Albion and when we started the bookstore. But before that, Albion is an amazing, caring place. And the friends and family that I've gathered here and also in my life, I grew up in Jackson, have just shown themselves to be unbelievably warm. And when you go through something like this and people are there for you, it's just psychologically such a big difference than if you feel like you're doing this by yourself. Since the time when I first had my accident, we were in the hospital, and your life changes so dramatically. My home had to change. We had to have a bathroom remodel. I had to have a bedroom in what was our dining room, unfortunately, but that's going to change soon. But your intimate life changes, your physical house changes, the community changed and helped us. We had a donation grant from the Philanthropic Women. We were able to put a back deck on the bookstore. We had 50 volunteers that didn't know us inlaying the bookstore floor while I was still in the hospital. We were able to open the bookstore on time. We had unbelievable community support for that. And really, when Andy says this is about me, I would push back really hard on that and say, this is about people caring. And I mean, people I don't know caring. I had people walk up to me in the street and say, I voted for you. And I mean, I think anything is an opportunity to kind of have other people be engaged in the story. And to really just, throughout the whole process, I felt just very, very supported, very cared for, and I just wanted to say right back at every person here, and my mom's on Facebook, I know that, and all of her friends from church are on Facebook, I know that. But everybody, it's a big thank you. It's a community picture. It's a story that is told in so many ways that I just am really appreciative.
Yeah.
So this drive's a lot different than my other wheelchair. My other wheelchair had a straight drive where the wheel was underneath me. Now, I have a big tail. Yeah! I told you a little bit yesterday. I still have actually had a number of instances where I'm already bumping into things. But our kitchen has a scratch line at about 7 inches all the way around. So I suspect we're going to just make a little alteration and wear that. It's 1/2 inches wide, something like that.
16 and a half.
16 and a half. So I was normally about 24 inches wide, so I can get into a narrow aisle. So it'll be fun. So I'll take it out as often as I can in the snow. He says it's. It's supposed to be inside.
How fast can you go?
Huh?
How fast can you go?
Let's find out.
You my long legs. So let's bring Jim out. So Jim, get on the back. So now, it's kind of cheek-to-cheek dancing.
For the grandkids to ride around on the back of.
Yeah. Just want to say how much you both mean to all of us and how wonderful this is. And we just look forward to seeing you guys motoring around Albion, just as you've always done. But now we can have these face-to-face conversations.
Yeah.
So thanks so much. And to Matia, you guys have been great.